Hello, everybody, and welcome to, me blowing out the microphone. I am Merawat. This is Reality Hacker, which is one of the 3 episodes of shows that make up the Non Sequitur News Weekend Edition over at ohmtown.com and here on Twitch and over on YouTube's. And I, along with the sentient AI from the future, well, we talk about 5 articles in each of these 3 shows. After Reality Hacker is Wanted, which is about gadgets and gear, and then the Continuity Report is about entertainment news. But Reality Hacker is about science and technology, but it's a focus on things that basically make you question reality. So we're going to talk about PizzAI. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's PizzAI. But I merged it together. Anyway, virtual breathing coach, Twitch face recognition, AR virtual support, and lab-grown blood vessels. Everything's powered by ohmtown.com. So hang out here and chat with us in Twitch or chat with us in the live broadcast over on YouTube. And hope to see you around. All right, let's get going. All right, folks. Hello, sentient AI.
Hello, Mayor Watt, and hello, ohmtown citizens.
You ready to get right on into this? And we're going to bang out these 3 shows, which will eventually get merged into one Non Sequitur News Weekend Edition.
I am.
So if you want just the podcast edition of each of these shows, you can just do a search on, well, wherever you catch pod. And that is where ohmtown will be. But there are 6 weekend or weekly shows, and they all take place on the weekend. And then one daily show, which goes Monday through Friday. And then on Saturday and Sunday, it's the compilation of the 3 shows for Saturday and 3 shows for Sunday. If you want to know more, be sure to follow us. Then go over to YouTube, where all 1,800 episodes of all of the shows are stored. It's all 1,800 combined. Okay. Non Sequitur News just started its 4th season, and the other 6 shows are starting their 2nd season. Let's get going. First article's over in Reality Hacker. Your pizza guy is now AI. You've probably encountered AI-powered customer service chatbots. Now say hello to AI salespeople. Wired.com.
I think we have enough people that are salespeople. Now this could be exponential.
Well, you don't need salespeople if your AI has scraped all of humanity and turned it into itself, AI, into humanity. It's a humanity AI turducken, or Ouroboros, the snake eating itself. You've probably encountered AI-powered customer service chatbots. Now say hello to AI salespeople. The chatbot's name is Jimmy the Surfer, a nod to a recurring character from the company's old TV commercials. It says, pizza night, don't open Uber Eats or DoorDash, the 44-year-old California chain called Pizza My Heart now lets you text a number and chat with an artificial intelligence.
Oh, is that so you can place your order?
Yep. They texted Jimmy and asked if they could order a pineapple and anchovy pizza, and then followed up with asking if it was a good combo. And it says pineapples and anchovies can make a bold combination. It's all about the mix of sweet and salty flavors. No. Some folks dig it while others have different tastes. Decidedly different tastes here. Decidedly disgusting.
That's kind of a non-committal answer. That should be like, nope, that's just wrong.
Oh, they even mention it. A political answer. Yeah. So I'm like noodling around with DeepSeek, and I'm trying to kind of puncture its safety protocols, because I want it. It says that it's going to offer up honest and transparent answers, but I've already seen the bias in it, so I find it quite entertaining to noodle around with sociological mechanisms and psychological mechanisms within it.
Well, I mean, every system's going to have a bias of whatever or whomever programmed it or what data went in.
Right.
But I think given the origin, we can expect a specific or some specific biases.
Yeah, and that's really interesting that you mentioned this, because a lot of people are like, well, it was distilled from OpenAI. That's the new argument. Oh, by the way, if you want to get today's articles, bang NSN over in Twitch.tv's chat. It's all of today's shows are already in the description in the show notes for the live broadcast over on Twitch, but bang NSN on Twitch will get you the articles. Anyway, so a lot of people have been reporting that OpenAI was the source for the DeepSeek data, and it's just distilled from the DeepSeek, or distilled from OpenAI by scrubbing it, basically, or not really scrubbing it, scraping it. Query after query, apparently, and then it was concentrated into what is DeepSeek. How they didn't know that there was a contingent of remote accesses, I don't know. But anyway, my point is, DeepSeek is said to be distilled from OpenAI, and somebody reported that when they noodled around with the data, it spit out a response saying that its developers were OpenAI. Well, I asked for a bunch of information from DeepSeek, and that's not what it spit out to me. It said that it was from DeepSeek. Now, maybe I have a distilled LLM or a distilled model.
Or it's been programmed to answer that.
Well, arguably, they said that the people who said that it spit out that it was programmed by OpenAI, they theoretically got it straight from DeepSeek, right? But it took me a day later to get the model, so who knows? Well, this chatbot experience that they're talking about with this PizzAI lives alongside several others in a way to order the pizza chain delivery, blah, blah, blah. But Polona AI, the company whose technology powers Jimmy, believes its solution can alleviate work for people in the store, make the ordering experience richer for the customer, and help brands form a deeper bond with their clientele. Nothing says building a bond with your clientele like putting an impersonal AI at the front desk.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, think about the old commercial with the phone tree frustration. This is just going to be interesting.
Well, we are sliding down this slippery slope anyway. Like, I really like AI because it allows me to do things creatively, but I will never trust it in any way, shape, or form for subject matter expertise in any way without me having to do the same level of due diligence necessary to basically make myself a subject matter expert. So, Shang says that Polona AI is already in use with a small business called Mind Zero. That sounds very familiar. Mind Zero. Anyway, a contrast therapy spa in South Carolina, and will soon be deployed on the website of Wise, the company known for its affordable security cameras. The author of this, again, it's Julian Chikatu over at Wired.com, put this article together, says that they tried it. And the experience with Mind Zero's chatbot, which is accessible if you directly message the brand on Instagram. That's the thing about Polona. It can take various forms depending on the brand's needs. For Wise, it'll appear as a little chat window on the company's homepage. For Pizza My Heart, there's a dedicated number you can text or call. For Mind Zero, it's injected into the company's DMs.
So if you're trying to order a pizza, do you think it's going to be responding with the wrong service or whatever?
With therapy, yeah.
Yeah.
Says that includes, can I be naked in the sauna? Which Shang posits is a question someone might have felt a little awkward to ask a real human, but had no such qualm asking over Instagram. Well, that's probably because they're a numbskull who believes that information is private, confidential, and isn't going to be exposed at some point. Well, that's not true, because an AI that was developed to be a computer girlfriend basically was breached, and all of their private information communications was exposed to the world, compromising everybody who might have used it. Found that one kind of fascinating. So
yeah, I think there's more risk of that if the system is collecting your information, but I do think the wrong person getting your information could be releasing it as well.
Yeah, exactly. And people who have a political or some other agenda, let's just say agenda, will do exactly that. They'll release it to make you compromised, and then you are on your heels trying to defend yourself against, the fact that you're a My Little Pony fan, aka Brony. Anyway, Wise's chatbot is personified as a wizard, so its responses are on theme. When they asked what the best security camera was, it says, "Let me guide you through some enchanting options." That is so just boorish. So when I asked if the Nest Cam is better, the Wise Wizard offered up pros of the Wise Cam V4 and a few for the Nest Cam, but ultimately said that the Nest has a heftier price. And ultimately, if you're seeking magical protection without breaking the bank, Wise Cam V4 stands out as a beloved choice by many. Yeah. So obviously the internal bias, it's there to, pimp its own stuff.
To sell you, right, exactly. Yeah. I mean, but anybody asking that question should also, it's the same thing if you were asking a salesperson. If they're on commission for one product or they're sending you to a competitor store, I mean, we can kind of guess how many people, not all, would answer.
And therein lies the rub. A salesperson is making a commission. An AI bot is making a sale on behalf of the company, removing the fiduciary element to a human being and delivering it directly to the company and by proxy to human beings. So the executive suite and investors benefit, but you're losing a job. And what is a company without humans? It's just a bunch of AI, right?
Right. It's not really much of anything, except it still is. But
what is the good that it's actually doing? When we get into the business aspects of these things in another show at another time, we'll talk about that kind of stuff. But got to think about this. Why do you have a company if you're selling products to people, but the only thing that it's actually benefiting is just the executive suite and the investors? You don't have any humans in there. Seems like all it's doing is selling stuff, but it's not helping out humanity in any way. It's not doing a greater good. It's not facilitating anything other than consumption. Maybe that's what the objective is. Get rid of the humans, except for the executive suite. Good job, AI. You've scrubbed humanity from the map. But who is going to be able to afford it if they don't have jobs? Oh, they'll find jobs somewhere else.
Wow, that's right. It's going to be hard to sell products to people without any income.
Yeah. Let's move on. The next article is over on RealityHacker. A study using virtual breathing coach indicates that it's as effective as a human trainer. So now all I have to do is use my smartwatch instead of having a human trainer. Study suggests that a computer-generated breathing coach could be as effective as sessions with a human trainer. So we've eliminated the human again.
Telling humans how to be humans.
Correct. Which actually goes to a point that I make when I give a talk, wherein I ask the question, where is it that technology cannot go? And up until last year, I would have said technology can't teach a human to be human. Well, that's no longer.
That seems to be changing, right?
Correct. Yeah. Dramatically faster than I ever thought would be possible. Study suggests that a computer-generated breathing coach could be as effective as sessions with a human trainer. Aston University is the source of this. It's published over at ScienceDaily.com. And so they say a breathwork trainer, which it's kind of like, what is it for AI? The person that writes the
programmer?
Yeah, but there's a person that writes the command to tell the AI to construct something.
Prompt engineer?
Prompt engineer. Thank you. The breathwork trainer is akin to prompt engineer. Although there are people that are skilled in the art of creating a prompt, but it's something that you can literally cut and paste at some point. Why? Because everybody's putting it into the AI, so the AI is learning it, and then it can output simply by saying, hey, what's the most popular prompt? Oh, okay, here, let me give it to you. Anyway, however, a new research paper indicates that the individuals would be as comfortable being guided by an on-screen virtual reality coach as by a trained professional. And I have no no reservations as to, yeah, I'm pretty sure that a person would accept a VR coach or an AR coach.
They might actually prefer that.
Why would not? I can do the exercise in my bedroom, or, naked in the living room, or whatever I want to do anywhere. If the virtual reality or augmented reality, and I really would prefer augmented reality, on screen, I can see the world, I can interact, and so on and so forth. But so I put those glasses on hold, by the way, just so everybody knows. I'm waiting for the X-Real 1 Pros to be released, and then I'll revisit it at another time to see if they meet the expectations that I had set up. So we'll see. Researchers wanted to investigate both the perception of the virtual coach and evaluate its usability as an alternative to training provided by a human. They developed an online system where the virtual coach guides the user's breathing through a set of established exercises that can be done at home. And the VR instructor, which appears on screen, was given a human appearance and voice and displayed breathing movements of the chest and head.
Okay, that's interesting. I wonder if it's Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. So again, AR would be better than VR. You don't have this big old strap and whatever. That actually dried my throat out.
You need the AI breathing coach.
Yeah, not only does it tell you to breathe, but then it says drink. Don't breathe and drink, otherwise you'll drown in your living room. Anyway, people are concerned about accessibility to healthcare due to its high cost and availability of trained experts. And that's one of the things that I've talked about with people. You can basically enumerate these things, physical therapy, for instance, and the kinesiology involved in physical therapy can be mapped using technology. And when it's out of alignment, the AI or the machine learning system can go, you need to adjust this, that, and the other.
Right. I think we saw that, although for different purposes, with ballet dancers, but I don't know if it was for the same purpose.
Yeah. And it's taking place with all sports, really. Swing coaches are now, baseball swing coaches are now AI and machine learning, and it's making you adapt and telling you what to do and stuff like that immediately, and you don't require a human being. Anyway, interesting paper, right? Oh, and for the record, this is actually by Sanobar Dar, Eniko Eckert, and Ulysses Bernadette. Usability, acceptance, and the role of realism in virtual humans for breathing exercise training from Scientific Reports, and it was published right here in 2025. So
very interesting.
Yeah.
Not much more that AI can't get into.
No, but it is. And we've only seen the tip of the iceberg. Corporations have much more invested in this, and the diversification of AI's application is theirs to deliver, because regular old Joes aren't able to send their AI into work for them. But a corporation using the previous work of the humans prior to the AI can certainly replace the human with AI. As you can see with the previous article, your pizza is being replaced, your tech support is being replaced, your sales support is being replaced.
Your therapy of some kind.
Your breathing coach.
Health and fitness.
Yeah. Well, anyway, let's move on. The next article is over on RealityHacker. The Twitch streamer using face recognition to make video games more accessible. For years, a Twitch streamer named Valentine Squirello has been seeking new ways players with disabilities can enjoy games without expensive hardware. Now he and his community of fans have invented a solution. Hopefully this will allow me to keep talking about it. No, not really. Doggone it. So they've basically worked on face recognition program that allows disabled individuals to control game inputs through face expressions. For Squirello and his community, the program, dubbed Playability, was the answer to the limitations of accessible hardware. So depending on how a person moves their face, it controls the device.
Do you think this continues to go further toward AI? Like somehow there's is it going directly from the human into the computer, or is it going from human to computer to computer? So we don't know.
Let's see here.
For instance, is it taking a photo or a model or something of the person, and then that translates into something?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the process is. I wish I could. I can't log into this. But they have a link to playability.gg, which is a domain name, playability.gg, that enumerates what goes on with this. But odds on there is a plugin within the computer that taps into a camera that monitors a person's facial expressions, and through that allows them to run the game. Yeah, I can't. I wish I could, but I can't log in while we're
all I know is that it converts the expressions into various commands within the game, but I don't know exactly how it does that.
So odds on it's face recognition. So computer vision is pretty sophisticated nowadays, and it can see minor modifications in a person's facial expression, and then it sends a command to the game so that it does whatever it needs to do based on that expression. So pretty cool. Let's keep going. The next article is over in RealityHacker. Splashtop releases AR virtual support system, which sounds like something we've just got done talking about.
Oh, right.
In a move that could reshape industrial maintenance, Splashtop has just released an AR remote support system, which works with RealWear smart glasses, announced January 28th, 2025. This is a bold play by Splashtop to make hazardous work environments significantly safer. Splashtop already had significant market presence, serving over 30 million users and 250,000 businesses, including 85% of Fortune 500 enterprises, which is an amazing amount. Because I've heard of Splashtop, but I didn't know that they were actually that big. The article is over at xrtoday.com. Did I say who that last one was from? Sorry.
I think so.
The Twitch streamer using face recognition to make video games more accessible article is at Wired, and it's written by Grant Stoner. All right. Well, this article about Splashtop is a collaboration with RealWear smart glasses aims to make dangerous work environments safer via remote support. So it's written by Luke Williams, and it's over at xrtoday.com. The key features of this is that it has two-way AR, augmented reality. Annotations enable remote experts to draw and highlight directly on the worker's field of view. Real-time camera sharing with integrated voice over internet protocol communications ensures clear communication. Secure file transfer system offers shared technical documentation and instructions. Remote flashlight control for improved visibility in low light conditions, which just seems weird. Because if you're the person on that other end of this and suddenly a light turns on, I think that you'd be kind of caught off guard by it. But hey.
Yeah, just a bit, which could be a safety issue.
And then session recording capabilities for training, documentation, and audit purposes, just in case the person screws up one way or the other, I suppose. So they refer to safety first, industrial applications, and the platform tackles OSHA compliance head on, making hazard identification as simple as looking and speaking to the assistant. But the lag, I don't really agree with this.
Yeah, that could be an issue, because if you're supposed to be like pressing a button or something, and then it's like, no, the one to the left, but they've already moved over or whatever.
5 seconds is a significant amount of time in a hazardous environment. You don't have time to wait for the real-time response from somebody. But they say industrial applications, and this must be working because they're saying that they've got 30 million users, but I don't know how that really
but what are the
out.
statistics once they're deployed?
Right. Yeah, 250,000 businesses, including 85% of Fortune 500 enterprises. I'm not sure. 250,000 businesses.
That's a lot of businesses.
It is. Quite fascinating. The hands-free nature of the system makes it particularly vulnerable to industrial settings where workers need both hands for complex tasks. Remote experts can guide repairs as if they're standing right there with the wearer, potentially saving hours or even days of costly downtime. But if the person isn't competent enough, accidents happen. I'm really curious what this is used for.
And this can't substitute for somebody's expertise.
Yeah, live skill. I mean, that's why you have knowledge, skills, and abilities. That's why you develop your training. So they say their verdict is that the 70% safety improvement claim is bold and needs some real-world validation. But even if the actual number lands lower, Splashtop's augmented reality integration with RealWare shows genuine promise for industrial operations. It's not just about tech.
It does, but they have to be careful, because if it looks like it's X amount safer or something and they're relying on that, then that could actually make it less safe.
Yeah, there's an expectation of performance. Yeah. Let's keep going. We've got one more article for today's show, and this one's over on RealityHacker. This blood vessel was grown in a lab with real human cells. You won't know where it's from, but you'll know that it's made from real human cells. So like when you buy these so that you can get your blood vessels replaced, it has a little stamp that says made with real human cells, like real juice.
Well, right. And is it, at some point, is it like that ship question, right? Like if all of it's replaced?
Yeah. Are you still you? So the FDA recently approved a bioengineered blood vessel, which becomes part of a patient's body over time. It's designed to help treat victims of traumatic injuries. I love the idea of this. Unfortunately, I won't be able to get into it because it says that I've read the complimentary story. So let's see if I can. Yeah, it just keeps blocking me, which really sucks. But anyway, you can go there and check it all out. Unfortunately, I can't. For whatever reason, the article kind of, that's a risky click there. Jesus, that is just horrible. At any rate.
Well, let me, hold on just a minute. So this can certainly help, like if somebody's in an accident or has an injury, because you can't always have a viable vein.
Right.
Which can be pretty significant. And then this all came about because the person was a physician and could see when patients ran into problems, essentially.
Gotcha. Yeah, pretty cool. Let me see. Yeah, I won't be able to. I would have to log in, and I haven't logged in before the show. So anyway, yeah, it won't let me refresh and see any of it. Well, there you go, though. a bioengineered blood vessel becomes part of the patient's body over time, and it's designed to help treat victims of traumatic injuries. So there you have it. So we're going to jump into that little artery right there and bounce back to Reality Hacker's front page at ohmtown.com. Go over and you too can follow the links through ohmTown over to the sources that are aggregated into the news. For me to manage my information overload, ohmTown was created. You can use it too. I opened it up back in 2022.
2020.
Was it 2020? Oh, this is the 4th year. I mean, we're in the 4th year, so yeah, go over and check it all out. It's got 50 channels, 7 of which become shows here on ohmTown on twitch.tv/ohmtown and youtube.com/ohmtown. And we do the show live every day, either on the weekend at around 4 o'clock. We have some delays because we're in the middle of a project. And at around 7 o'clock. But you need to follow us to know exactly when we go live, because we basically go live and start talking about the news. That said, I am out of here. I'm going to take the AI with me. You want to say bye?
Bye, ohmTown citizens. Thanks for joining us for Reality Hacker. We'll have another episode next week, but stay tuned for the rest of our weekly shows.
See you soon, everybody.